Oh, this is transporter. Okay, wow. I guess I'm leaving shower rooms for last. Post shower rooms, I mean.
Um, where's Vi?
She dead?
I don't see her. She could have woken first and wandered off.
This seems to happen in every, at least once in every group's timelines. Although, is it when they're the traitors? No, not necessarily. Because Junpei wound up dead in the same potential timeline when Mira wound up dead. And they couldn't both be the traitors. I believe in that timeline, Q was the traitors, yeah, because they talked about how C-Team did the right thing in that timeline. Which means in this timeline, what is this going to connect to? What's my prediction? Well, they've already connected to C-Team and Q-Team in a couple of ways. I think they've only connected to C-Team one way, though, so maybe connects to C-Team? We'll find out later on. And Phi's probably dead. Maybe. We'll see. That means no girl power, though. Oh. Ooh!
Sigma! Sigma!
Past midnight already.
Huh?
It's after midnight now.
What? Don't tell me the year turned over.
It's no longer the year 2028, but...
Or maybe this is the post-shower thing. I don't think so, though.
2029. How long have we been asleep then?
my last memory was 10.5 hours ago.
You're talking about the vote at 1330?
Yes. But that doesn't mean we've only been sleeping, though. We could have woken up several times.
You're saying the amnesia drug made us forget.
Well, better start looking for Phi.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, there's the dog. Oh, this is the transporter one, right? So this could be really trippy, actually. Transporter, maybe that's how somebody got between the different wards. Like maybe Mira or somebody. Then again, you have to come from this ward to use it, I think. Yep.
This is the last of the rooms.
That Phi. Where'd she go?
Welcome to the transporter room.
Zero.
I can only assume you are searching for something. If you'd like to learn their whereabouts, do as I say.
Damn it! So what are your orders?
First, I shall explain the room to you. As the name suggests, this room contains a device called a transporter. It was discovered roughly 140 years ago, in the year 1888, at the South Pole.
And so not 999, but 888?
A German expedition was exploring the area. At one point, they became lost, and subsequently stumbled upon it. The device was carefully transported to their homeland and researched in secret. What they eventually uncovered was the fact that the device was not made by man.
Aliens?
Perhaps it came from a distant planet, or some alternate world.
Or the future.
Regardless, they determined the intelligence that created it far surpassed that of humans.
So it could be humans just from the future.
Despite not understanding how it worked, they figured out what it was used for. This device is capable of transporting things through space-time. Hence why it was named Transporter.
So is this what's capable of, like, physical time travel? Maybe it's how Phi goes back in time after they give birth to her? And also maybe it's how Clover and Alice go back in time? Although maybe for them it's just Schrodinger's cat they talked about, so maybe they were just woken up. I don't know.
But its construction is much different from what you'd normally expect. If you look toward the back resembling a tree root. This is the nucleus of the transporter and controls its function.
Funky.
And to your right, you should be able to see two objects that look like beds. These are called input pods. Look further right. The two objects similar to chrysalides are the export pods. In the back is a large container called the material tank. Inside is oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, a variety of chemical elements that exist on Earth, stored individually. You use it as follows. First, place the material to be transferred into the input pod. We'll call it X to simplify matters.
Like the X doors?
Next, select the location of transfer on the pod console. Pulling the lever will cause the input pod to begin scanning.
But why are there two?
This scan reads the exact placement of each atom that makes up Object X.
And replicates it?
The obtained data travels through space-time directly to the transfer point's nucleus.
Or is there fusion?
That nucleus will then analyze it. It will send the necessary elements from the material tank to the export pod.
If they're fusion, it could be like Sigma and Diana fusing to make Phi. Giggity.
And recreate Object X's original form precisely. Essentially, it acts as an atomic-level 3D printer.
Aha.
A massive amount of energy is required to do a transfer. Once a transportation has occurred, it takes roughly 10 months to recharge.
Wow.
The device can be used during that time. A variety of objects can be placed in the same pod. However,
Including humans, right?
in order to transfer a human, each pod must only hold one body within it.
I mean, I'm confused. Isn't that all you would have? Oh, I see. You mean you can't have like two humans in one pad, two humans in another. Okay. I was a bit confused when you said that, but okay.
2 or more people cannot go into a single pod.
Gotcha.
It is very difficult to recreate individual brains and proteins.
I assume this base was never discovered by Akane in the future or anything, right? At least in this timeline, because then they would know some things about this game. Although if it was, they could use that to send Clover and Alice back in time. They could send all of them back in time, really, but yeah.
I obtained this machine back in 2009. It had been stored in a U.S. research facility. American troops had confiscated it after the German loss during World War II. My explanation ends here. There is a special characteristic about this device, however.
My explanation ends here. However, I'm going to explain a few more things about it first.
This transporter is not simply a device that allows you to teleport.
But go through time.
What is transferred is only the atomic data. The object itself does not get transported.
So you can potentially create clones using this. Oh, but you can send clones, like, to different time periods. That gets really trippy. So not only time travel, but cloning.
Furthermore, that data travels through space-time. It does not just go to the past or present, but also to other histories.
I see.
Now, my instructions. Currently, no power runs through the transporter nucleus. It is completely stopped.
Do we have to use a puzzle to turn it on? You're gonna make me waste my time on a puzzle?
If you are able to restart it, you may obtain that which you desire. Now, I know you'll do your best. Good luck to you.
Okay, I do have to do a puzzle. That's a bit annoying, honestly, but okay, because I'm actually really interested in where this is going. Which is why I'm kind of annoyed that I have to waste my time on a puzzle to see where it's going, but oh well. What is this? What's this, a card? Human and 2 moon card. 2 moons card. A human and 2 crescent moons. What could this be a symbol for? Maybe 2 nights passing? This is kind of fun if we can imagine things like that. Potentially. What's this? What's this? I have no idea. I've never seen it before. Nothing happens when you touch it. The surface is cold. Okay. What about this? More cards. Another card. Birdman. Hey, we got a Birdman card in another playthrough somewhere. What's this? It's not a human, right? Looks like a bird and a human hybrid. Looks nothing from a top. Okay, this. Another card. Okay, star card. Well, more than a star. Looks like a pentagram, that's what I meant. The kind of mark is all over the world, isn't it? Right, it's one of the simplest diagrams showing the relationship between the 5 elements. So even other worlds use this. Apparently, if he's to be believed. What's this machine? Do you know Sigma? I don't. It looks fragile. I think something goes in the vertical and horizontal areas. Oh, you're right. That means you probably can't use it now. Okay, great. Man, I'm really curious what's going on, so I want to try to rush through this. Which is a terrible idea, because rushing means I'm not paying much attention. But I saw a Triforce. Kind of. Place cards here. Well, I have 2 cards. It says place cards here. Let's try this card. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, what are the lights turned on? Oh, we're making a full star. Color card change? I thought it was already like this? No, it was something darker, I think. Regardless, I still think, we still don't know everything. Let's find more cards. Well, yeah, okay, so we have to turn them white from blue. We have to turn the blue light on one side to green light on the other side. One more light turn on, maybe we can, yeah, need to turn them all on. It's my guess, know something too. Placing the card here changes to a different color. Oh, you're right, now we can tell which one we've already, yes. Well, that's all the information we have right now, let's keep going. Okay, well, we have another one, so let's do it. Cool, oh, we're making the 5 points, probably. Alright, a light turned on. Great, anything over here? What do we got? Card inserter? Monitor, right? It's not showing. I don't think it's the machine itself is on. Okay, cool. Buttons? No. Machine's output. Output. So something goes in the output? We'll figure that out once you turn on the power. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, lockers? Locker won't open. I doubt we have to corner. It's probably just changing clothes. I doubt it. Man, it's dark in here. Dark door isn't locked. We aren't trapped. 0. You may obtain what you desire. No clue. When leaving site. Probably. There's also Phi, so. Phi is also kind of a little bit sort of important. Just a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, she's the most important person in the world or anything, but she's a little bit important. What's this stand? Looks like something of a device, but I'm not sure what kind. Anything over here? An output pod. Looks like a perba. Then where do you see the transporter? You're born from it as well. Interesting point of view. Maybe this is the idea behind its design. That also brings the idea of organisms that form pupa exist in, yeah, civilizations. Or it's just us from the future. Probably. Monitor doesn't display anything. I think it's connected to the output. You think it'll power up? Yeah, it's probably... Okay, oh, cool song going on here. Also, the floor. I always forget to check this. Thank you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright, great. Okay, 2 humans card. Card over here. Moon in that card, and this card is... What do we got? Another card. Moon card. Well, we got 2 moons card. Now we got 1 moon card. Any other... Oh, yep, we have a few others on the floor. Let's not miss the floor cards. Human card. Oh, I got all the best Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll trade you for my Digimon cards. No way, Digimon's out of date, bro. How many of these, blah, 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 solar system, yeah. How many of these cards are going to be on the floor? Any more? Oh, yep, there's still more. There's still more! Well, that means we probably, that skips a lot of stuff we might have had to do. It does feel weird, though, that in VLR you couldn't look up and down on the floor. And in this game you can. That's why it tripped me up at the beginning. I'm getting used to it now, but every now and then I tend to forget that you can look on the floor and on the ceiling. Yeah, together, 3 moons, this alien dimension, yeah, whatever. Another card. Whoa, wind card. And we just need the fire, earth, and water. Is that all? Well, let's see what happens if we put all these in the machine. Yay, wind card. There, the light. Okay. Do these all have to put a specific thing, or are they going does the pattern go along the same way no matter what? I think the pattern probably goes the same way no matter what. There's no way I got those coincidentally all in the right order. Fuck you. Yay. Well, that's 5 down. Well, 6 down. Whatever. Stars are usually 5. 6-sided star. Okay, let's see how many are left after we do all these. There actually won't be that many. There's still 5 to go. Oh, well, no, that's all of them. Yeah, we got all of them now. What? Nothing happened. We used that card earlier. Yeah, well, shut up. Okay, so we got all of them. I'm surprised we got all of them that quickly. I thought this was going to be the entire puzzle room, was getting all these cards. I suppose not. Feels like a bit of a hassle. Pick up all those things off the floor, only to put them all in here to do something. Like, just a little bit of a hassle. It could have been, you know, less cards, I think. Comment Sigma. I think there's only one more left. Let me look at some of that log. That's funny. I've been kind of dodging it. Oh, just how many are there? How many times must we do this? Damn you, Zero! I love how he gets just so angry at this version of Zero. Even though you were a Zero once. Come on, man. You'd think you'd be a bit more, you know, calm about the whole thing, but no, he's angry. Accepted. Oh shit. Huh? What's that? New. A book? Let's check it out. Yeah. A book. What do we got? There's a hologram stereoscopy. Wow, incredible. There's a picture in the air. Is it okay to touch? It should be fine, but why? It's only a picture after all. You can't feel it. Is it poking your hand through the hologram fun? Come on, try it. Oh boy. Chapter 1 new. Can I read it? Wind equals 0. Okay. Wind equals 0. Okay. Whoa, what? Oh, jeez, all these things at once. What? Something's happening at the nucleus. I wonder what it is. Let's go see. Real quick, let me see if there's anything I'm missing from that book. Because there very well could be. Like, I didn't bother reading the controls, so maybe I missed something. That's something I gotta make sure I get in the habit of doing. Learn information reading, important way to gain information. Each entry here supplies you will need. Continue checking back as new entries are added. Okay, so that's all there is to it? Just this? Alright. So the whisker equals 0. The wind whisker. Which makes sense, because Naruto's got the wind chakra. It fits! Okay, where's... Oh, right, the things in the sky. There's no wind in there, though. It's not just me, is it? These symbols look at the pictures of the cards. You're right, they're each a separate shape. What do they mean? I don't know. Didn't a thing show up here, though? No, not here. Where was it? Where did the thing show up? A thing showed up somewhere. Oh, it's here. What do we got? Isn't this bracelet just about the size of the cards we found? Let's try putting one here. Oh, jeez. What just happened? The symbols collide together and the one on the other side disappeared. Does that mean our card was stronger? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Do we keep doing it? Try again. Oh, okay. Oh, the bird broke our card. What does this mean? Symbol used disappeared. Maybe it means the symbol on the other side was stronger? Interesting. I wonder how you determine that. Oh, well, I mean, I know the whisker is 0, but... So where did we start with? I don't know what we started with. Moon and star card. Triple moon card. That'd be super strong, right? Let's try the triple moon card. 3 moons for the price of 1? Like, yeah, it is a card battle game. Let's try again. I challenge you to a duel! Oh, God! Bird OP! Lost, but why? Okay, I guess the bird is OP. What if we use our own bird? What happens? Does the tie go to the dealer? Tie probably goes to the dealer. Or not? Symbols crash together and then they just both disappeared. What does that mean? They're the same symbol? Yeah, so do we move on to the next one now? Let's try. No, tie goes to the dealer. Figures. Or wait, maybe not. Because there's multiple birds, isn't there? If after 3 there's no more birds. Oh, there we go. Symbol use is still here. Means we won, right? I mean, I don't know how we know which is stronger than trial and error, because it only told us the cloud was 0, but okay. Just to make sure, am I missing anything on the book? Maybe there's something we didn't check. Chapter 2. The alien civilization that created this transporter utilized 13 symbols. Each one represents a number from 0 to 12. Their other ships are as follows. Oh, jeez. sun moon is equal to sun times moon. Human moons is equal to human times moon times moon. But I mean, how do we figure out what's the strongest? I know, okay, we know Whisker is 0. That's why it doesn't times by anything. I get it. So the strongest is what? 1 times 1. But if one of them is 1, then 1 times 1 will still be 1, right? So that's not going to make sense. So moon can't be 1. It wouldn't make sense. Moon might be 2, though. 2 times 2 equals 4. Then 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. Oh, new question. Oh, okay, well we know this is 0. 0. Bird seems fucking OP as shit, so I'm gonna put this at the top. Maybe moon is really strong because it's that times that and be 8. What if human is like 3 or something? I think human moon might be stronger. And then after that, if that was like 6 and then 12 or so, well, no, that'd be 12 if that was the case. If that was 3 times 2 times 2, human moon would be 12. Maybe the human moon is strongest because 3 times 2 times 2 is 12. Maybe this is 11 because that can't be created by timing things together. Then 10 would be, I don't know, maybe moon times pentagram. Yeah, that would make sense. If this is 10, that would be 2 times 5, which makes pentagram 5. Yeah, that would make sense. Pentagram's 5, that means moon must be 2. And if moon is 2, then moon would be 4. Which would mean moon would be 8. And then human would be 3. Then 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Which means, oh god, I'm left with these two things. I'm not really sure which is stronger. I'm gonna assume the circle is stronger, even though I have no idea. If I get this wrong, then I guess I have to just do the same thing, but swap them? Fuck! Oh, okay, good thing they don't reset all the positions. Is there any way to figure this out without trial and error? Let me know in the comments. I don't think so. I got a 50-50 coin flip and I got it wrong on my first try. In order to operate the nucleus, 4 cards must be placed on the sensor. The Alien Society has 2 methods for expressing numbers, however. In duels! By converting the numbers, symbols, displayed by the nucleus to a second format, you will determine the correct cards to place. What? Converting the number symbols displayed by the nucleus to a second form. Oh, I see. So we gotta use 4 cards to equal their 5 cards. Right? I think that's what they're saying here. So it's a math problem. This time the monitor on the machine over there turned on. Let's check it out. Oh, wait, this monitor you mean? Does that just have all the numbers? Oh, okay, yeah. Something's on the monitor. I think it's displaying the object it's going to make. It's a 3D printer after all. Does that mean it's going to make it now? I think so. Let's try it. Okay. This is a bit out of nowhere. Why do we need the gear? Look, something came out. So it was what displayed on the monitor. Oh, what the what? Decagon reels. 5 Decagon reels. Each side has a mark with those cards. Okay. And what do we use that for? Do we print this now? Else appear in the monitor. And is this the same thing as before? Looks a little different to me. Well, we only have 1 more room for evidence. For evidence. Ace Attorney's in my head. What do we do after we run out of evidence room? Do we get another page, or is this literally the last thing we can get? Possibly. It's all done. I knew it. It is different from the last one. Yeah, it's literally the last spot we have. God, what is with these words? Tridecon rings. Each eye has a mark like those cards. Is there more? There can't be. Yeah, I knew it. We're literally out of room. Okay, so now do we have to fight this? Bird, 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 balloon, human means 11 times 11 times 11 times 7 times 3. So that's 1,331, and then that gets too big. So let's just reverse engineer it. Bird, 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 balloon, human. They wouldn't make you do all that math, so... And they haven't given us a calculator in this game, so I think we just have to reverse engineer this. Really make human beings with those materials? I mean, truly real? Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Currently, technology can tell us human makeup. Possible make a human exactly, so I suppose it depends on your definition of real. What makes us real? I don't think that question can be answered. Usually it's the soul. That's the thing that usually in a lot of stories where it's like, oh, we can do all this crap, but we can't replicate the soul. Oh, here we go. Didn't even realize this was a thing. Something came out. I think the cards can fit here. Oh, yeah. How are we gonna... Like, we gotta map this out? 4 things to equal those 5 things? Shockwave. Hadouken! Okay, so, while I was crunching the numbers, it came to me like a bolt from the blue. There was a thing over here I don't think I ever messed with. Yeah, this thing. I was spending so long on that number thing, though, but I remembered there was a thing here. Is this for the wheels? It might be. Let's try to put the reels we found into this machine. It does have 4 reels, so it should fit. Well, that was easy enough. I'm not sure what this is going to do, but let's find out after we put both in, I guess. Or maybe we're supposed to do one at a time, but it's probably fine to do both. Let's try to put the reels we found in this machine. 5 reels, so it should fit. Well, 5 reels here, 4 reels there. Reels everywhere. It went in perfectly. Great. What happens? Now we have both sets of reels in. Let's figure out if we can do anything with it. Maybe we'll figure out something. That's the plan. I don't get it. Help me, question man. Well, thank you, Renegade. I'm so glad you're using my services. Use the translator. The translator is unique. Convert the symbol on the 5 decagon reels and the symbols on the 4 agon reels. What is their purpose? No one in this world knows. Scrolling the horizontal reels up and down changes the symbol displayed. Then pull the lever on the right to begin the translation. Oh! Oh. I get it. So, this right now, it's on 0 times 0 times 0, so... I see, but this would be the exact same, right? What the hell? How is that possible? Because this is 0 times 0 times 0 times 0 times that. I suppose somehow it makes sense, though. Alright, I believe we're looking for... Where is it? We're looking for 3 birds. Where's the birds? Did I pass the birds? What? Okay, well... The whole point is I'm trying to convert the birds, and I can't find the birds. Isn't something off about this? Are there any new rules in that stupid book thing? Does that explain how this works to me? Maybe. Hey, there is new rules! How many more chapters are there? You can explain this crazy bullshit to me that doesn't make any sense? The alien civilization lines up symbols as a means of multiplication. Therefore, the nuclear symbol must be multiplied together to obtain the answer. What about the numbers in a column? I don't know. I guess there have to be digits, right? Because 0 multiplied would make it 0. Okay, what does the other chapter say? Chapter 6. Humanity's use of 10 as a decimal base is simply because we have 10 fingers. If that's true, that's an interesting factoid. The intelligent beings in this alternate world have 13 fingers and multiple arms. But then what exactly are the numbers for the other method based on? What? So wait, which one's which? Therefore, the nuclear symbols must be multiplied together. What about the numbers in a column? I think it would make more sense if the column numbers are the one multiplied together, because if that's the case, then you can add the ones on the top, and that's actually math you can potentially do without a calculator. Well, I mean, you don't need a calculator, but Most people would probably want to use one. Could be we need to figure out the alternate dimensions method of counting. This could include activating the nucleus? This shit numbers, I should be getting this, but maybe if I do trial and error, just try a few combinations, maybe I'll start to understand. Which means 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, right? If we're multiplying, that's just 1. And yet somehow this crazy fucking shit winds up happening. This is 5, this is 0, this is 9, and this is 9. What does that mean? Let's try other combinations, like, what if I switch this by 1? Okay, that changed the lower one only. You get a fucking bird, though. Fuck your bird. Now let's say I go up by 1. Okay, they go up by 1. Same thing. Now I go up by a moon. Are they just adding 1? Is that all they're doing? So, like, what the fuck do they want from us? These are just, they shout, like this, they're showing us 5 digits. But this is using the 4-digit system. Unless this is the 5-digit system. In which case, are we just assuming they're counting past that? We can convert a 5-digit 10 decimal number to a 4-digit 13 decimal number. Hold on, what was the number those symbols above the nucleus translated to? Let's check it again. What are you talking about? The numbers above the nucleus is a 5-digit 13 decimal number. What the frick do we do with this? I don't know what they want me to... So, we have to find out what bird, like, we have to reverse find out what bird, this is equal to, and then what the fuck do we do with the other bird? I don't know how they can possibly... I have no idea. I give up. I'm looking it up. Okay, I figured out what to do by looking it up, of course. Yeah, this puzzle is stupid. So yeah, this game does not give you a calculator. I'm making that clear here. There is no calculator. Memo? Maybe it's in memo? Is there a calculator here? No? No. This game expects you to have a calculator on hand. That or being able to do crazy mental math. Never expect that of a player. Poor game design right there. Never expect them to have a... Previous 99 games have had a calculator. The original 99 had a calculator. I never used it, ever, but it was there. I don't remember if VLR had a calculator, but it wouldn't have needed, like, I don't feel like 99 or even VLR needed a calculator, but they were nice, they were convenient. This game, for a puzzle like this, needs a fucking calculator. I had to go ahead and fetch my calculator, because I don't know if we're going to run into more bullshit like this. I looked up the answer and it said, okay, now multiply the symbols together. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I actually have to do that? So, let's turn on the calculator and see what it says. 11 times 11 times 11 times 7 times 3. I apologize that I don't have the answer to this memorized, and I'm not able to quickly do it in my head. And I'm pretty good at math. And I actually did do this in my head earlier in the video, but that was a little while ago, and I actually forgot, and I didn't feel like doing it again. 27,951. How many of you got that? How many of you did that in your fucking head? Or how many of you had to go run and grab a calculator? Or were like me and looked it up because you're like, there's no way they're going to make you use a calculator. There has to be a simple explanation. No. You have to just go either use a calculator or be good enough to figure that out in your fucking head. Anyways, now what you have to do is you have to put the number you get into this real device. So yeah, 27,951, which means that right there is number 2. Then you go get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 5, so that's the pentagram, I remember that. And then 1. So, yeah, I've always, whenever I've been calling bullshit so far in this game on the puzzles, it's been because of minor things like, well, I mean, it's constant minor things is what keeps pissing me off, but like the thing where you gotta click small things even though you should be able to click the large things, that's what's been constantly getting to me. This is probably the first time I've ran into a puzzle that, I can say is genuinely bullshit. Unless the game gives you a calculator to work with, which it doesn't, it should not expect you to do crazy multiplication like that, but it does. Anyways, I got the answer, let's see what it inputs. Okay, so that's human, moon, moon, human, human, pentagram, and then sun. Great! This definitely wasn't a completely terrible puzzle. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the... I can't fault this game too much. A lot of the puzzles have been really good. I think so far this game definitely has the best puzzles of all the Zero Escape games. But this puzzle right here is the first one where I can definitely call bullshit. For a game that doesn't give you a calculator, it should not expect you to calculate that. I think I did it! Yeah, it looks as if you were successful. Now what will happen?
It worked!
Yes, but
Now announcing the current casualties.
This actually is very interesting to me. Do I want to make a prediction here? Because I noticed that we got a full triangle now. We have a full triangle. It's kind of neat how it works. Because Q Team has the one pathway where they inject themselves with Radical 6. And depending on the option they choose, that branches out to D Team either going into the route where... what is it? They either go into the VLR ending, quote unquote, or they go into the what was it? The first one I got, the ending where they all get killed. That depends on which option you choose in the Radical 6. That branches in those two Diana pathways, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Then with Diana's pathway with the gun, where you blow Sigma's brains out. If you actually blow his brains out, and then she kills herself, that branches into one C pathway. But then if you actually don't fire blank, if you fire a blank, not a real one, then they get poisoned, and that branches out into the poisoned one, which is a separate one for C's team. Meanwhile, C's team has one, the one where either Carlos kills Akane or kills himself, and those two endings branch into Q, either the pathway where Mira starts dead, or the pathway where Mira goes crazy. So it's like a complete kind of triangle sort of thing going on, which means this and the other C pathway I haven't done are the odds ones out. So I'm very curious what this is going to.
C team, Carlos, Junpei.
Oh.
Q team, Q, Mira, Eric.
Oh, geez, we're already starting here. Carlos, Junpei, Q, Mira, Eric. Well, if Q, Mira, Eric are dead, we probably executed them in the game. Carlos, Junpei are dead, though. When would that have happened? It's definitely not something I've seen yet. I guess this must relate to the Carlos timeline that we haven't seen yet, I suppose. It just feels weird that Q's team is randomly left out of one. As far as we know.
D team, 5.
Oh, no! What? Why?
These 6 are now deceased.
what?
It can't be.
The exit has been opened and subsequently closed.
By Akane? Oh, what? I knew it. She is a crazy psycho bitch. That, or she's being possessed, because I do have that theory that somebody's jumping between consciousnesses.
The successful escapee is Akane Kurashiki.
Fuck that bitch.
The decision game has now been concluded. Thank you for participating.
Yeah, this is weird, because it definitely doesn't relate to the one where Carlos kills himself, because that's the other one where Carlos and Junpei die. But that relates to Q Team's pathway, which means by that point D Team is already dead, so... Yeah, it has to relate to the C Team we haven't seen yet, I think.
This isn't what we wanted to happen. We didn't want this. At all.
Of course you didn't. Akane did. Although, wait, if Q Team is dead, who voted for them? Oh, that means C Team were the jerks and voted for them. So yeah, of course you didn't want it to happen. It was completely their fault.
You tricked us, Zero!
Don't blame Zero. Honestly, C-Team is largely at fault when you consider things.
This is a lie. It's gotta be. I refuse to believe this is true.
This is a non-canon pathway. It has to be. Any moment now, time jump to a more proper one, right?
Sigma!
So what, they're just gonna leave the transporters?
Where the hell are you?
They're just gonna leave the transporters. They have to come into play sooner or later. I thought they'd come into play right now, and then maybe again later, but maybe they're just saving it. Maybe they're building it up. I don't know.
Are you trapped somewhere? If you can't speak, just make a noise! Please, Spy! Please! Answer me, damn it!
Oh, this is that trash room before. She died in the other pathway, not this one, I don't think. What? Yeah, you're remembering the other timeline, of course. But how much does that have to do with this timeline?
Diana! Hey, what's wrong? Are you all right? You okay?
Yes. Thank you. And Vi?
Oh, I was about to actually ask, what's your plan now that you're trapped here forever, but maybe they're gonna attempt to use the transporters? At least with the Q and C pathways, we eventually found their bodies, or in Junpei's case, his head.
This door will never open again, then.
Yeah.
Why did Akane leave alone?
We never even got to hear the X-Passos. Aww. Because she's a crazy psycho bitch. I called it.
No idea. There's no way to tell what happened over in North Sea.
Except to play the pathway, of course.
We only know one thing. Carlos and Junpei are dead. That's it.
So, you believe the announcement?
Well, if what it said earlier is true, then that means Q-Team is dead as well. But unlike C-Team, we can figure out exactly how Q-Team died. They were executed. Likely because of the vote at 1330. Diana, I believe you picked Q-Team then, right?
She was supposed to, though, so that's not incorrect.
Yes.
Oh, for once your streams aren't crossed.
But
Yeah, because normally... No, yeah, normally Sigma thinks she picked Q-Team, and then Phi thinks she picked C-Team? I think that's how normally it works, I think.
I know. You just did as the note suggested.
Junpei was a jerk.
The real betrayer is... Carlos.
No, it's not Carlos. I mean, yeah, it kind of is Carlos. It's Junpei's fault. He pressured him. Peer pressure. Don't fall to peer pressure, kids. And if you're watching this and you're a kid, probably stop.
Not good. It's almost time for us to get injected again. We don't have time to waste.
Is there a point to being ejected?
Come with me.
If the game is over? Transporter? What else could they be doing? Yeah, okay. So what are they doing? Going back in time?
Sigma, what are you doing?
Like, physically?
The X store will never open again.
In this pathway.
Now, all we can do here is just wait to die.
This is actually interesting. Usually, they're pretty much just, oh, okay, we fucked up in this timeline. At this point, then all we can do is either pray that the other timelines go better, or try to time jump. But like, they never actually go to the way to try to, let's physically time travel. Because this could really fuck things over, couldn't it? If there's 2 Sigmas running around and 2 Dianas.
Wait, you don't mean you're planning to transport?
What other choice do we have?
We have one. To wait for Akane.
Yeah.
I'm sure the police or a rescue team will...
Nah.
We can't count on that.
But why?
Be proactive.
This is the tree-form timeline.
What?
Listen to me, Sigma.
Tree form timeline? Do you know what part of what's going on? Are you not telling us everything you know, Sigma? Are you still deceiving us in some ways? Are you still the Zero? I don't think so, but
This is not the time for pointless arguing. We are escaping this horrible history.
And if my brain won't do a time jump, then I'll do it for me. God damn it, body.
We're going to where Phi exists.
Sigma?
I've selected the transfer point. All we have to do is pull this lever. Then, we need to run to the input pods.
Wait!
I'm going to go even if you aren't.
What?
I'm starting it. You ready?
I can understand why she's a bit hesitant about this, but I feel Sigma's in the right here. I mean, it's a bit of a confusing thing to do, but I mean, whatever, it's up to them. And also, doesn't it not actually send them for sures? It makes a clone and sends the clone. So would they even be leaving even if they did this? Wouldn't only like a part of them be leaving? Like Gantz style? Have you ever seen Gantz? Because the premise of Gantz is that when people die, they get a chance at being brought back to life sometimes by playing these monster games. But the thing is, they don't really get brought back to life. Their real self died. It's just a clone of them is created as they die. And it's that clone that's given a new chance at life. So technically, you could argue they're already dead. And that's a similar thing I'm noticing here. Like, if they send their clone to do this, would they be going with the clone's consciousness, or would they be staying behind in this one? Anyways. Or is the body that's left behind become a shell and not have a consciousness anymore? Things to think about. What will you do? Transport, for sure. That actually reminds me, I don't think I ever drank the poison and died in C-Team's pathway. I gotta make sure to do that after this. I realized that as I was doing the number crunching in the puzzle.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hurry.
I'm very curious. Is this going to end and we have to go to a different playthrough, or do we actually get to continue? Is this the end of the playthrough? Or does it go on? Yeah, thought so. Oh. Okay. I was kind of going to go to the poison one and finish that off, but you let us do this again. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. There's more in this pathway. I get it. There's going to be more in this pathway because there's the body that stays here and the body that transports, isn't there? They're doing exactly what I said they're doing. One version stays behind, one version goes.
Sigma.
Alright.
Wait.
It's very fascinating. This is the kind of time travel stuff that gets me super excited. this kind of thing, where like what part of you goes, what part of you stays. Anyways, don't transport. What the hell? Fucking crazy Diana? I mean, I made the choice, but... Oh, that's a bitch move.
Diana! What are you...
This has to be Zero's trap.
There is some rationale for that, but I think you're wrong.
A trap?
Don't you think so? Zero's the one who made us start this thing. If we transport now, we'll be doing exactly what Zero wants.
What in the...
Explosion?
I don't know what's going on, but...
You done goofed. You done fucked it up.
Pretty sure we should get out of here. Let's go, Diana.
Glad Sigma isn't getting too mad at her. She did have a reason at least. Just gonna make a big time paradox thing. Explosion, destroy everything? Did they just die? Did they just die? Are we dead? Oh hey Zero, we broke the rules, we made a bomb. That's breaking the rules, isn't it? I guess we're not dead.
Sigma, it's after 0130.
Who says 0130? It's just, it's after 1:30. I mean, it's one thing to say 2028 or whatever, but it's another thing to say 0130. No one says that.
Yeah. Seems it is.
You're not surprised? We didn't get injected with the drugs.
No point anymore, game's over.
No. I remembered the announcement from earlier.
The decision game has now been concluded.
Oh. The game's already over. So... it'll be fine. Akane will come back.
I don't trust her.
I wonder... I'm not so sure I believe that.
Wow. After all you've been through with her, I mean, in a way, you've been through a lot with her, and you still don't trust it? Maybe you're like me and you're guessing there's a consciousness jumper, or maybe that you just see that she is kind of crazy all along. Or maybe you don't think there'd be any way for her to get to you, and Zero's too clever for that. Game over? Yeah. It's a game over, yeah! Alright, save over this one. Okay, we're back to just this now. So yeah, we can either go from here, or go from there. I'm curious, what'll happen if we go from here? This is probably what happens if our bodies stay behind, right? I'm glad they thought of this, if I'm right about this, because I thought they might not. I didn't think they'd bother. But are they still them? What if they swapped? That'd be funny. Oh. Make love to me, me and your body.
What in the world is going on? We went into the input pods, and now we came right back out of the same ones. But not the export pods.
Yep.
Did the process fail?
Nope.
No, wait. Hold on a sec. Let me think about this for a minute, okay? Yeah, I get it now.
You understand what happened?
Remember what Zero said.
I got it for you. I'm smarter than Zero.
This transporter isn't one that simply teleports various objects.
What is transferred is only the atomic data. The object itself does
I remember one time with my grandma years ago. The first time she sent me a fax, she said, "The paper came back, Sigma. Maybe it didn't go through successfully." It's the same thing. Just like how the fax doesn't send the actual paper, we too.
Our original bodies remain. And only the red data went to the transfer point?
But there's one thing I don't get. Why is this me the one that stays?
That's the ultimate question of time travel that people try to answer in their time travel stories a lot of the time, and usually there's not a very good answer.
If our data did end up transferring correctly, it wouldn't have been a surprise to see we were in the transfer point world. So why are we still here? Sorry. I know how strange this sounds. It's clearly an esoteric conundrum. Even after thinking extensively on it, I'm not sure I'd figure it out. But I do know one thing for sure. We've run out of cards in our deck.
I get it, because they were using cards. When you run out of cards, you typically lose the game, usually. Or you could be like Fancy with Hearthstone, and you go into fatigue. Yeah, I like that they included that. That was neat. One thing that actually came into my mind recently, because earlier on they mentioned how Sigma lived with Diana for 3 years after the game, and that's how Sigma still remembered her and based the robot on her. I don't know why I didn't put that in my mind together, because obviously she wouldn't have died, but that's interesting how Diana is right now living together with old Sigma and getting to like him, and then after he goes back to being young Sigma, she spends more time with him, knowing things probably, and yet not telling him anything about the game. You'd think she would to prepare him, but I guess she doesn't to keep continuity? I don't know. And then she lives with him for a while, and then after young Sigma, just meeting her for the first time, even though she's known his old self, lives with her for a little bit, and then way later in the future, and when she's old Sigma, gets to meet her when she doesn't know who he is. It's really funky the way that works. I like it. Anyways, this is us after we get transported.